Hello everybody, it is March 11th, 2022. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin here. First I want to go over what I said in the public video on Monday, which I have pulled up right here. So basically I said, we're probably going to be seeing a larger bounce to that 40 to 42.5K area right there. It might go a little higher, but that's the most likely area. And then from there, we're going to start moving down basically towards the 33K area. So that's pretty much where we stood on Monday. So what I've done here is actually gone back in time. This is the chart from Monday, right about when I was doing that video, was right about here. And just to show you where we went to, remember I said we should be visiting the 40 to 42.5 area, which is this big red box here. So we're going to go ahead and push the play button here and check out what happened. Boom, 40 to 42.5. It actually hit 42.6. And then we saw a large rejection downwards. And that's where we are now. All right, so this was the Monday video. Like I said, right here, made a nice push up into that 40 to 42.5 area and have rejected. And so we should be well on our way now towards the 33K area as our first stop next, right? So basically what we're looking at here is we've got a 5-wave move down for this first wave. Here's our ABC up for the second wave, and we should now begin or be beginning this third wave in the yellow right here. And within that, I expect 5 waves, and so now I've gone in even more micro. During the rest of the week, I was looking at what was going on here and said, okay, this is probably the first wave right here of that move. Second wave is probably going to come up into this box, and then third wave is going to come down, right? So this is the wave motion, even more micro within this third wave. We should see these blue numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so as of right now, we have either already completed 2, or it's possible we're going to revisit that this weekend. Either way, I don't really expect it to go much beyond that, and we will likely start that third wave down at some point in the near future. So this box remains immediate resistance in my opinion. This is basically 39.8 to 41K. Like I said, it is possible that this has not played out already fully. This might be A, B, and C up, something along those lines, a little bit further up towards that 41K area. Within the second wave, it is possible the second wave's already done. So this is not something I'm really trying to play short term. I'm not grabbing any longs or anything in here. It's really just kind of academic at this point, just seeing what it actually does and kind of labeling it that way. But as you know, I am short from 49K still. I am short from this area with an average of 43K still, and I have grabbed even more shorts in this area. So I've got additional shorts from that 41K or so. And if this moves up again, I'll probably grab even more. I'll grab even more shorts there. And this realistically, if we get that next push, another push up, it's realistically the last time that I would expect to be able to grab decent shorts. Because once this plays out, once we break down, and that's going to be below this first wave right here. Right, so that's 37.1. Once we break down below 37.1, it should be pretty much game over for the bulls, and we should see a very quick move down to 33. This wave 3 here, this little microwave 3, it should come pretty quickly. From there, I don't know how high the wave is going to be for that fourth wave. It might be big, it might just go sideways, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm expecting this area, though, to finish off that yellow third wave. So, yeah, basically parameters are still pretty darn clear. Bulls would need to break it above this level, right? Because even though this is looking extremely compelling that we are going to see these lower lows. Markets are always unpredictable, even though it looks like I've been predicting this very, very well. They can do unexpected things, right? And that's why you always want to have a stop loss and have proper risk management. So, if this were somehow to climb up here, I would have to reconsider what's going on. And the only thing that I could see happening if we do break that area would be for this to be a leading diagonal, where that's 1 and 2, and we're making a third, and then we'll get an overlapping fourth and a fifth up like that. That is not ideal, because we may very well end up just kind of dying at around 60 or 70K and not hitting the ideal targets. So realistically, the ideal thing, even for the bulls, is to see this come down and break this low, finally finish off this pattern so that we can try again to actually get a bullish pattern. Because right now we don't have one. We do not have a bullish pattern at all in this action. So again, primary scenario remains downwards as long as we are below 45.8. If we go above 45.8, we'll have to reconsider some things and kind of go from there. But I do not expect that. The price action at this point continues to point downwards over and over and over again. So first kind of test for the bears is going to be breaking this low, this little micro one right here at 38.2. Once 38.2 is broken, either after a new high and then a break, or just a breakdown right away, either way, once that's broken, the next test is going to be this low in this yellow one, and we'll have to get below that as well. But basically, once both of those levels are broken, we should be heading to 33. And I think that realistically, this 38.2 level is probably all we need, to be honest. Once that breaks, I don't really expect 37.1 to hold. I think we'll start pushing downwards pretty quick. All right, so that pretty much sums up where we are right now. Potentially up into the 41K area. Do just want to point one more thing out. If we do a move where we go above this high, that really doesn't tell us anything about the bulls either, because we're still below 45.8. That's my line in the sand. So if we break higher, right? If we don't reject here and go down, and instead we break higher, I will then view this as an extension of that second wave. It'll be ABC up like this, and this yellow second wave will end up over here instead of over here. It's not the highest probability, in my opinion. I think it's more likely we just go down, but we are entering a weekend. Weekends are always full of BS moves, so it is certainly possible anyway. So just keep that in mind. I'm not using this high as a stop, because it could be an ABC up and just go a little higher here into the 40, mid 43, 44 range before dropping. So there's my parameters, right? 45.8 is really what I need to see break in order to consider anything bullish at all. And even in that case, it's not a great pattern for the bulls regardless. So, all right. So that pretty much sums it up. Primary scenario is we hold below 41K and keep pushing downwards. If we make a move up above 42.6, then we're probably just kind of extending that second wave, but we are still likely seeing further down as long as we remain below 45.8. And let's just zoom out a little further here. Eventual target for this actually is all the way down here between 25.5 and 27.3. That is where I anticipate this move actually ending. This should be 3 to here, 4 to here, and 5 down into that region there. I'm sorry, that's for the third wave. My apologies. 3, 4, 5, right? And then a little bounce up, and then continuation downwards for this fifth wave. And that could take us all the way down to 25. Okay, so we are getting, really complex here. Lots of overlapping fibs, which is good. We want these levels to continue playing out like this, right? 5 waves down, 3 waves up. 5 waves down, 3 waves up. If it keeps playing out like that, it keeps giving us a very clear path downwards. And that's good. That brings clarity to the market. When it starts breaking levels unexpectedly, then we get some uncertainty, and that's not great. All right, let's see. Anything else? Not too much to say on RSI or PPO. Obviously, this is just kind of chopping around in here. We are sort of moving into overbought territory here on the PPO. RSI certainly has room to come down again now on the hourly. Let's take a quick look at the 4 hour, see if that's telling anything different. Not really. It does have some room here. If it wanted to go up into that 41K region, it certainly could on the PPO. Before coming back down. So we don't really have any clues as far as the short term goes, but basically I am just prepared to short a move into that 41K region, add a little bit to my shorts, but I am pretty heavily short already. All right, I think that pretty much sums it up. So we will see where we are on Monday. If anything is resolved, it's possible it just chops, the rest of the weekend before actually making a move on Monday. But I will see you all on Monday night, and we'll take a look at what the market has done at that time, and we'll go from there. All right, good night, everybody.